Hi guys, my name is Melissa and I am mama to Madeline and Brody and Bryce. And today I'm going to read a story for you, and it's one of their favorite books from when they were little, so I hope you guys like it too. It is called Tickly Sheep. It starts off with a joke, so you know it has to be a good book. It says, "What do you call a sheep in a steam bath?" The answer is at the end of the book, so we have to wait. But you guys be thinking about it and think if you know the answer. One morning, Farmer Fred was in the kitchen having his hair cut. Farmer Fred's wife, Jenny, was snipping away with the scissors. "Hurry up," said Farmer Fred. "I've got to shear all the sheep today." "Well, stop wriggling," laughed Jenny. "But it tickles," chuckled Farmer Fred. "I've never known anyone to make such a fuss about having their hair cut," laughed Jenny, making the final snip. Farmer Fred and Patch went up to Fern Hill to round up the sheep. Farmer Fred whistled a signal to Patch. Peep, peep. Patch ran around the field, herding the sheep toward the yard. Farmer Fred whistled a different signal. Peep, peep. Patch soon had the sheep lined up outside the barn. Inside the barn, Farmer Fred switched on the shears. Bzz, 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 went the shears. "There's nothing quite like shearing sheep," he smiled and began to sing. One by one, Farmer Fred sheared the sheep. The woolly fleeces which came off the sheep collected on the barn floor. All went well until it was Shirley Sheep's turn. Bzz, bzz, went the shears. Giggled Shirley Sheep. As soon as the buzzing shears touched her side, Shirley began to wriggle and jiggle. Farmer Fred had forgotten just how ticklish Shirley was. Giggled Shirley helplessly. "Stop wriggling," cried Farmer Fred as he tried to hold her still. They made such a noise that all the other animals came to see what was going on. Farmer Fred switched off the shears and looked at Shirley Sheep. "Rumbling radishes," he gasped. Shirley had wriggled about so much that she had big bald patches all over her woolly fleece. She looked very peculiar. "Never fear, I have an idea," cried Farmer Fred cheerfully. Farmer Fred dashed away to his workshop with Patch and disappeared inside. The animals gathered around Shirley Sheep. Connie Cow rubbed poor Shirley's head with her nose. "What's Farmer Fred up to now?" Connie mooed. "Bah," wailed Shirley the sheep. Very soon, Farmer Fred came out of the workshop holding 2 old tires tied onto some rope. "This," Farmer Fred said grandly, "is my super sheep defleecer." Farmer Fred helped Shirley Sheep to step through the tires and slowly lifted her off the ground. Farmer Fred turned down the shears and then tried again. And although Shirley wiggled and giggled, Farmer Fred sheared off all her wool. Farmer Fred let Shirley Sheep down and helped her from the tires. "Walloping wool sacks," said Farmer Fred, looking at Shirley's new woolly coat. "Bah?" asked Shirley Sheep. She looked at the other animals, but they were all laughing so much they couldn't answer. While Fred collected up the sheep fleeces, the animals gathered around Shirley Sheep. "She can't possibly go around looking like that," said Hetty Hen. "Everyone would laugh at her." "We have to do something," agreed Hairy Horse. "Patch, what can we do?" Suddenly, Patch remembered Farmer Fred having his hair cut. "Woof, woof," he barked. "Leave it to me." Patch raced to the kitchen where Jenny had put the scissors, comb, and mirror into a bowl. "Woof, woof," barked Patch, pushing the bowl outside just as Farmer Fred was crossing the yard. "What's that, Patch?" laughed Fred. I haven't got time to give you a haircut now." Just then Shirley trotted up. "Hold on," said Farmer Fred. "I have an even better idea." He picked up the bowl and raced back to the barn. Before long, Shirley was sitting in her very own wool-cutting parlor. "Now would Madame like a short and curly cut?" laughed Farmer Fred as he began snipping away. And this time, Shirley didn't giggle or wriggle until all that was left was a curly fringe. "Perfect," said Farmer Fred as he tied a huge blue ribbon in Shirley's lovely curls. Shirley walked proudly around the barnyard. Everyone, including Jenny, gathered around to admire her. They all agreed that she was the prettiest sheep on the farm. "I've never known anyone make such a fuss about having their hair cut," said Farmer Fred. Jenny looked at Patch and laughed. So what was the answer to our joke? A woolly sweater. I hope you guys enjoyed it.